Hello and welcome to episode 12 of Songs My Kids Wrote. Today I am joined by
Bennett.
On Songs My Kids Wrote, we take something that one of my children said when he was much younger, and we build a song from that. Today, Bennett is going to be writing a song about something he said on December 14th, 2015, when he was 5 years old. Bennett, what did you say on that day?
He's an interested scientist.
He's an interested scientist. Well, Bennett, who do you think is an interested scientist?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. You think you were watching Bill Nye the Science Guy when you were 5 years old?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't remember ever watching Bill Nye the Science Guy with you. Certainly not when you were 5 years old. Who else could be an interested scientist, do you think?
I don't know.
What sort of things do you think a scientist would be interested in? Don't say science.
Chemistry?
Chemistry, what else? What do you think a scientist would find interesting that a scientist does?
Like discovery stuff.
Okay, what might a scientist discover?
Like a new species of a bug or something.
Okay. What have scientists discovered over the many years that we've been people on this planet Earth?
Electricity.
Okay.
A lot of stuff. Pretty much everything that you're looking around on.
Uh-huh. So electricity and pretty much everything you're looking around on.
You're looking at.
And you think a scientist would have been interested in that before he or she would have discovered it? Just kind of looking around and, hey, what's that? I've discovered ping pong.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Like, I guess you could say an inventor, sort of like a scientist.
Well, as usual, we've got our work cut out for us. Bennett's going to come up with some ideas about he's an interested scientist and hopefully come back with some lyrics that we can start to work with for He's an Interested Scientist. We'll be right back. And we are back. Bennett went into another room and started writing down some ideas for He's an Interested Scientist. Bennett, what sort of things did you write about?
Well, first I just put the word they and then whatever. What is that symbol?
That's a colon.
A colon. And then I wrote down the things that I think a scientist would do. And I said they would do chemistry. And I said they invent stuff. And one of my examples that someone should invent is an edible vaccine because I hate getting shots.
Okay.
And I bet a bunch of people do. And I also wrote down discover, and it's kind of difficult to think about what to discover since you never really know what can happen. And then the fourth thing is to do math for like the estimate about like rockets and how they get around and stuff, I guess. I'm not really like an astronomer or anything. My fifth thing is make rockets and stuff like that. They also write and read a lot, and they work hard on their work. And then I also said they research turtles, too.
Sure they do. Mm-hmm. All right, well, I think you should pick one of these things, and maybe we could do like a day-in-the-life type thing of someone who maybe is working on an edible vaccine, because that's something that you seem quite interested in. Yes. Or maybe, do you know what it's called? People that research turtles?
Marine biologist.
Maybe the day in the life of a marine biologist, or how you might get involved in being a marine biologist, and what sort of things they might do to work hard, things they might be reading and writing, and things that they might discover. What do you think about that?
Cool.
Think that might work for you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, why don't you pick one and then start writing down some more ideas, and we'll be back with Bennett's thoughts on his specific choice. And we are back. Bennett took some time to write down some more ideas about his science and research. What do you have here, Bennett?
I just wrote like a little schedule thing, and it says, wake up, go to research place, go on a boat to research, play with the turtles, get lunch, do more research, even more, get dinner, so much more research, go home in the end.
So from what you're saying, scientists are doing a lot of research?
Uh-huh.
And specifically with turtles
Yeah.
on a boat, playing with the turtles?
Yeah.
You think that's what a scientist is going to do?
In their free time, they would play with the turtles.
That makes sense. But then do some more research, get dinner,
Yep.
do some more research. So lots of research, some eating, some playing, waking up. Got it. All right. Well, I think we're going to have to spend some time figuring out what exactly is going to happen with all this research and what we're going to be doing in between. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, we are back, and the song is all done. Bennett, what do you think of He's an Interested Scientist?
I think it's a cool sounding song.
And what would you say is your favorite part?
Yeah, I really don't know. I like most of it all.
Did you notice the cowbell?
No.
Well, you'll have to listen for that next time.
Okay.
There's lots of cowbell in this one.
Moo.
No moos, just cowbell.
Oh.
Is there anything else you want to say about He's an Interested Scientist?
Well, I'd like to point out that he is an interested scientist. And, yes, he is very interested in his scientist work.
Including research?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Lots of research.
Well, folks, next month we have a special treat. It will be our anniversary edition of Songs My Kids Wrote. Can you believe it's been almost a year? Darren will be back with Bennett, and we will be writing and recording our next Mother's Day song.
Yay!
In the meantime, we invite you to like, subscribe, and share Songs My Kids Wrote with anyone that you think might enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, don't forget that you can stream and purchase Volume 1 of Songs My Kids Wrote on iTunes, Amazon Music, and listen to it on your Alexa, on your Google Play, on your Home Pod, on your Newton, on your BlackBerry, I don't know, all of those different devices. Maybe some of them, maybe none of them, but most of them. And again, we'll be back next month with a new idea and a new song my kids wrote. And now, the world premiere of
He's an interested scientist. He opens his eyes. Another day begins, another discovery. But what will it be? Rockets in the sky or some chemistry. There's so much to do, there's so much to read. He might invent an edible vaccine. He's an interested scientist. He's an interested scientist. He opens the door. He'll ride a boat, he'll sail the seas. But whatever for? Tracking turtles, marine biology. There's so much to do, there's so much to write. He might just work all through the night. He's an interested scientist.